Hey everybody, this is Alex Kipp from the COGEL Marketing and Communications Committee. I'm doing a series of videos in recognition of the fact that we're having the 50th year of COGEL, not the 50th conference, but this is the 50th year of COGEL. I'm interviewing some people that COGEL has honored over the years with awards, and I'm so glad today to have Darrin Lim with me. Darrin Lim this year is one of the two co-chairs of the program committee. He's done a lot of other things with COGEL. He's the founder, co-founder, and partner of Politicom law firm, and someone who I've had the pleasure of working with a number of times over the years. So Darrin, welcome.
Great to see you, Alex.
Yeah, you as well. Darrin, can you describe how did you get into this field of government ethics? It wasn't the thing like you first did like when you got out of college, was it?
No, it wasn't. So I was a former television news anchor, and I transitioned from that career into government service when I was a press secretary for a state senator. I went to law school at night, and sort of coming out of law school, political compliance really was a perfect opportunity for me to blend my political experience with my legal training. And I guess you would say that was like 20 plus years ago, and the rest is history.
Wow. Okay. So I think anybody who knows you, it would not surprise any of them to know that you came from broadcast journalism. That makes a lot of sense. We've leaned on you so heavily for hosting and interviews over the years, and so we've definitely profited from that former career of yours and continue to. So you jumped into what seemed like a natural blend of your interest in law and also communication skills and then you founded this firm Politicom, but what was that transition? You worked for this person in politics and then went to law school, and then what happened?
Well, I worked for another political compliance law firm based in California, and I ultimately just felt like it was time for me to do something different. And forming Politicom has really been one of the most amazing steps in my career. It's been extremely rewarding to work with people I absolutely love seeing on a daily basis, get to work with amazing clients, and it really has been just this great trajectory of my career, where today I feel like I am blending all of my strengths and maximizing them for the benefit of our clients. And I would say COGEL has always believed in me. In many ways, I feel like I've grown up with the organization. And where I am today is where many folks in COGEL felt I should have always been. And so they've always been these great cheerleaders of mine because they've seen my work with the organization. They've seen my work on the program committee, on the steering committee, et cetera. So I really owe so much of my success to that COGEL community that you and I are part of.
I think maybe the first time I was on program committee, I think you were chair then as well. I can't quite remember that, but you were a big influence on me when I didn't know what I was doing yet. I'd never been on program committee. So anyway, I thank you for that. And let me shift here and ask you, in terms of you've played so many roles at COGEL, can you talk about your breadth of experience with this organization a little bit? And also, when did it start?
I've been involved in COGEL since the early 2000s, and I initially was a contributor in the campaign finance space when I was supporting the annual campaign finance update. And it was Amy Lopress, formerly of the New York City Campaign Finance Board, who tapped me to join the program committee. And she said, there's something about you that she really thought that I could contribute to COGEL in a different way. And I really am so grateful for that opportunity because of my background, I really enjoy creating experiences. And the COGEL conference is like a big show. And it takes a lot of work and energy to develop all of the different parts for it to ultimately come together and to see the conference where it is today, where this year we're expecting over 500 attendees. I mean, that is really a testament to the organization being committed to putting on that show and having so many volunteers, folks willing to roll up their sleeves and do their part. Together, we have made this happen. And it's so exciting to be a part of that. I think I have chaired I don't know how many conferences now, but each year I get something different from the experience because it's a little bit of that roller coaster ride. It's like riding a wave. You never quite know what's going to happen, but it's always so rewarding when the conference is before us and you feel this energy from everyone in attendance. It really is a fantastic and a very gratifying opportunity.
If I was to ask you, how has COGEL changed from when you started working with it to now? Like, what's the first thing that pops into your head?
Well, the organization is modernized. It's been professionalized. There was a time in COGEL where we as the volunteers had to do the bulk of the work to make it happen. I mean, I remember there was a time when, as a co-chair, I was literally pulling additional seats into rooms because the audience was overflowing into the hallways. I mean, that's not the case today because of the professional management company that supports the organization. So that's obviously changed a lot. I mean, the size of the conference and the size of the organization has also changed. But what I'm really excited about is that the heart of the organization has not changed. And it is so amazing to be a part of an organization where so many people really care about one another. They truly care about how you're doing, how I'm doing, and our professional and personal lives. And when I had my kids, I mean, different COGEL members had like knit little sweaters and things for my kids. I mean, where else does this happen?
I know that when I started coming to COGEL, I really knew no one and I didn't really understand how to get involved more. I wonder, do you have any words of advice for anybody who's like coming in new or maybe has only been to one conference? What would you tell them if they want to get a little bit more involved, like you and I have over the years?
I would say reach out to folks like you and me. If you're interested at all in having a greater role in the organization, there's absolutely a place for you, and we would love to be able to connect you with the right individuals to find that lane for you. Because as you've experienced and as I've experienced, COGEL is more than just a professional organization. It's this amazing network, and it's great to see people soar, through the organization, and I don't think you need to be a part of it for many years before that can happen. It can happen after just one or two conferences.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so in 2021, you were the recipient of the COGEL Outstanding Service Award, which is given to an individual who has really gone above and beyond in their service to COGEL itself, which could not be truer for a guy like you, who I've seen, just be involved in so many aspects of the conference itself and then other aspects away from the conference. So either when you found out you were going to get it or that moment when you received the award, can you just share a little bit, like what was that like for you?
Well, it was very humbling. I didn't think I was old enough to get the Outstanding Service Award. But around that time, I sort of like looked at myself in the mirror and realized, wait a minute, there is a lot more gray hair coming through. So maybe I'm actually now eligible for these kinds of awards. But it was very humbling and really sweet to be recognized by my peers of the COGEL community, and it really motivated me to want to give even more. It was when we came back out of the pandemic and we were going to have a conference in Montreal. I thought, you know what? Maybe it's time for me to come back and co-chair another conference, just because I was inspired. It reminded me of why I do what I do, and why I'm still doing what I do, and why you're doing what you're doing. So we're in great company.
That was a great conference, by the way. We really hit the ground running like gangbusters after being off for 2 years. It was a really wonderful way to come back and join everybody in the same space. So hats off to you for that. All right, so Darrin, I think I've come sort of to the end of this interview. I wonder, any last words you want to give us about what's coming up or anything at all?
I would say that it's going to be the largest conference that COGEL has probably ever hosted. And so I think for any returning, attendees, really make an effort to connect with first timers. If you are a first timer, don't hesitate to reach out to any of us for tips or suggestions about the conference experience, about the organization. It is an extremely welcoming place, and I think it's a testament to the commitment of the COGEL leadership and all of the attendees who really want the experience to be rewarding. So I would just say that it's going to be a big conference, but it will be a magical experience in Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles. Okay, I can't wait to see you there and to also meet some new people, as you said. So Darrin, thanks a lot for your time today. And once again, thanks for all of your service and all the things that you've done for COGEL and continue to do.
Thank you.